I used to think, why me? Why did I get bit by the tick? That's the first time I got bit by the tick. I thought that on the East Coast in Maine. I was helping my dad build his retirement home, and I was out in the woods and got bit. The second time I got bit, 8 months later in Santa Cruz on the West Coast, I thought, why me? Why'd this happen? And then I started to realize that these things don't happen in a void. They're not just isolated events. I think I mentioned in some other videos, I've had a couple of journeys where I was shown very clearly that life is not about isolated events, but rather about a continuum. And that things that we perceive to happen in a vacuum and accidentally are in fact not accidental at all, but are playing out karmically through the law of cause and effect, which just simply means that one thing flows after another for following a very specific law that's so complex we can't understand it, but basically things don't happen for a reason. Things don't happen isolated, they happen for a reason. So when I started seeing things that way, I lessened the punishment I was giving myself for having been bit twice, and I just started to relax into seeing what this was teaching me. And the more I realized that it was part of my life plan, the more I realized that the healing was there. Because if you can't see it as part of your life plan, then it feels like you're a victim and you're getting sick and you'll always be sick. But when you see it as the truth, which is that it has flowed directly from every other event and action you've ever taken in your life, then it's naturally there to be part of your story. And it is nothing but healing. I can remember on a couple of events, I was told by the greater spirit or consciousness or God that it wasn't the disease itself that was the issue, but it was how I related to it. And that was very clearly conveyed to me. So I encourage you that if you are having trouble relating to chronic illness of some sort, including Lyme or gut issues or whatever, remember that it's not accidental and there's a greater purpose to it, and that it's a matter of each individual working through that, seeing what that purpose reveals to them. It's not an isolated event. It didn't happen because you're a victim. It's very specifically there to heal you.